Ho,
Oh,
everybody. It's Ocean Spit Live, everybody. Good afternoon. And what a chaos. What a group of animals, animali, that we have here with us
animal.
today on Ocean Spit. It's the first time ever we got the main event. All three guests, plus myself, of course, here. It is a nice day. It's out cold. I know people, oh, it's cold. We can't go out because it's cold. And it's so, you know what? I never see so many wussies in the city of, in Chicago when it comes to weather. It's just crazy, folks.
Come
But
on,
today
it's
we're talking
Chicago.
about right? It's Chicago. And we're going to talk about all bunch of topics today. We're going to have a lot of fun. This is Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. Give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. Every show is dedicated to the first responders. But most is dedicated to people like you who take the time and watch a show every day, whether you're watching it on the Lunchtime Fun or you're watching it on all social media outlets. We have it on Instagram now. We are on LinkedIn. We are on YouTube. We are on X. And we are on the Tony Ocean page as well and the Mo Carrara page. So a lot of stuff on here, folks, and we got a great show lined up for you. Also, we'd like to dedicate to all our military. Thank you, and all our veterans who fight for our country and making it great again. So it is Wednesday, January 8th, ladies and gentlemen, and my guest today will be Jerry Jams Arenda. We have Double T Tony Toto, and we have Danny Ramonde, better known all of us as the main event band. It's showtime. Let's go to work. Thank you, Dino Manzella, formerly of Seventh Heaven, for making that great intro. Guys, it's a great day today. How we all doing, Jams? Double T and Danny, how you guys doing?
Doing all
It's a
good.
great day in the
Doing all,
neighborhood. Nice and cold. Where's the
thank
snow?
God.
We
We're
want
doing
snow.
okay.
Nice and
We're doing
cold.
okay so far.
Arizona right now is freezing this morning, they're saying. Freezing this morning in January.
Nah, it's not that
So
bad
very
outside.
cold.
It's not
These
that
guys out
bad.
there, they got to be locking themselves up in Arizona right now. Anyway, folks, this is Ocean Spit, the little show about big things. Let's get right to our sponsor. Very important. Our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place, buy local, shop local. Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, Warrenville, Mesa, Arizona, and coming to Elmwood Park in 2026. They got some lot of great deals going, and tomorrow we'll be kicking off all the brand new deals that Ace Hardware will be having, and we're proud to have them on for another year in 2025 here with Ocean Spit. Buy local, shop local. Don't download the Ace Rewards app. Easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. Ace is the place helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods, folks. So we are excited about getting some new stuff from Ace Hardware. Actually, for an example, we're going to have like the Ace Minute, and they're going to have one of the sales guys actually teach us for like 2-3 minutes quickly what parts you need to put a washer on, or to fix your sink, or fix your faucet, or fix your air conditioner, what kind of filter, very kind of stuff. So me and Raffaello and Jackie are meeting today with Laura, and it's going to be very, very cool. So we're excited about that. But we got a lot of things before we get into some more topics. Let's see who's watching today. KJ, Buddy's in the house. Michelangelo, General, Albert, Carol, happy hump day, everybody. Brian Lewis, Nina, how you doing? Joanne, Gina's watching. Albert, everybody. Kathy Eppolito, how you doing, honey? So this is Ocean's Pit. We have the main event band on, and before we get into these other questions, let's get just a couple more sponsors so we can get this hour flowing. How about our good friend Mary Grievous for all your real estate needs? Don't just call me when you're ready to buy or sell. Contact me when you're considering to buy. For your forever agent, Mary Grievous. M. Grievous at starkre.com, 630-688-1725 at Berkshire Hathaway Stark Real Estate. You know she does a great job with real estate, then you know she's also going to do a great job with NTD Vacations. And we're getting so close to Chicago Music Cruise. I'm so happy to find out we have over 400, I think, or 350 just with the Tony Ocean Show. So we're excited on that. I just talked to Mary and Richie yesterday. I got the lineup, a lot of good stuff that's happening. We're excited, folks. If you missed the one in January, don't miss this one. It's going to be even bigger, and I'm going to tell you why. First of all, it's 8 days instead of 6 days, that one we did in January. And it's going to leave March 22nd to March 30th, 2025. It's going to leave the port now. Instead of 6 hours at every port, you're going to get 8 hours at every port. That means 8 hours in Aruba, 8 hours in Carousel. And we're excited. It's spring break, March 22nd to March 30th, 2025, Royal Caribbean Oasis of the Seas. And here is the lineup. Scott Childers from WGN, Wendy Thompson with a tribute to Britney Spears and Marilyn Monroe, Mojo's Jukebox, Jersey Girls, 1, 2, and 3, all three of them, Frankie Hollywood, Boom Rodriguez, Tony Ocean, and the main event band. Danny won't be joining us, but Ron Starr will be filling in on guitar and background vocals for us that day. Hillbilly Rock Stars will be with us, folks, and of course, Seventh Heaven themselves. We are excited. And Richie will be ready in about another week. We'll be announcing the 2026 cruise happening in January of 2026. That means the rates will be cheaper and it'll be even more, 4 new different places. I'm excited to break that news, but that's not going to happen for a couple days. So in the meantime, go to musiccruise.com, put in Tony Ocean, or better yet, give Mary a call. Pick up the phone and call her at 630-688-1725 and say, hey, I want to go on the ocean with Ocean, and we're going to have a lot of fun and join us on 8 days, guys. We're going to have a good time. We were all on the last one. Jerry, what was your favorite part of the cruise on the last one we did in January?
We get the mange.
Mange. There was definitely a lot of food there. You're right about that. Really was. Tony, what about you? What did you like?
It was good.
I love the I love the when we went to the Bahamas. What was it? The Bahamas we were there?
No.
Well, yeah.
The ports.
Yeah, I love that. All the the where we were just standing at, and even the food was perfect. I mean, the food was great. Drinks were great. Yeah. So I mean, we had a lot of fun. The entertainment was good too. So we had a great time.
The camaraderie was good. What about you, Danny? What did you like?
I liked the beaches. It was nice. I mean, when we got off the ship, we just went to the beach. It was beautiful.
Yeah, the beaches were fun, a lot of fun. Jerry, did you gamble? Did you guys gamble at all?
Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I didn't gamble at all.
Yeah, I
kept all my money.
I gambled twice, and I left the place.
You don't get lucky. There you go. It's inside and out. I
lost $100 and I left.
Yeah.
Well, your trip cost $100.
We got the main event, guys. Well, it's Ocean Pit today. And before we get into this topic, just real fast, Jerry, you've been a DJ in the music business. How many years total?
Oh, gosh. I started before I even got out of high school. I was working in clubs, and then '81 I went independent.
So you've been doing how many years?
About ready to wrap it up. That was figures since 1978. Would say 81 independently.
Okay, it's 1981. What about you, Toto? How long you been playing?
I figure about since I was actually 14 when I started, and I figure about 40 years, 40-some years.
What about you, Danny? You too?
Yeah, I've been playing about 45 years now. I started playing when I was about 14 years old. So
yeah,
a long time.
It's something that's cool that we got guys. Now, first of all, we're all Italian. That we have that in common. But second thing of all is just be able to play music, and entertain people and play different types of music. Right now the main event band, we got we're locked on the oldies type. We got some up-tempo stuff, dance stuff, little everything, which I think people really seem to like it. But I also think that, in these days, bands have to be be like a jukebox. You almost have to play a little bit of everything of some sort. What I like about with even our band is when we go on break, Jerry takes over and plays a lot of some of the stuff that we don't play and that we don't do. You know what I mean? So we can give the audience a little bit of a full mix of everything, you know. So okay, you can see Tony and the guys doing their stuff here, but what if I want to hear something modern or whatever? Jerry will play some of that stuff too, so it keeps everybody moving, which is I'm excited about that. We got the main event band, we got questions, we have a lot of stuff. I want to thank Carol Brandolino for making the posters for today. She also sent us some questions, but here was one of her posters, which was very cool. I don't know if you can see it, but here it is. There's me as Donald Trump with the wig on.
Yeah.
There is Jerry as the judge with the British. There's look, Danny Raimondi looking like the guy from Russia over there. And there's Double T. Double T looks like Abe Lincoln. He's got the hat and the beard. Abe Lincoln with the hat and the beard. So we know, guys, that January 20th, the new regime takes over, and we know that there's a lot of happy people out there about it, but there's also a lot of people that are not happy about it, and we don't really need to get into the whole whatchamacallit. But what do you think is going to be different in 2025 compared to the last 4 years? Make them short answers, Jerry Jams.
Well, I think you're going to have a handful of pardons for what happened on that January 6th. Let's start with that. And it's only rightfully so, because Biden's already done 3,300 pardons. He's blown over whatever anybody else has done. Ulysses Grant had 1,800. So he already doubled it.
He's double.
And I think you're going to have a slow economy. You're going to have a slow economy. It's not going to go like all of a sudden pick up and take off, but you're not going to feel that brunt that we've had for the last 4 years.
Yeah, I also believe that.
Matter of fact, a good friend of mine is a psychic.
Yeah, I also believe, like you're saying.
A good friend of mine's a psychic, and she
said that. Okay. I also believe. What about you, Tony? What do you think going into 2025 now with President Trump taking over?
Well, hopefully we're going to get a better, economy is going to probably be better. I don't know, but we'll try. He says he promised that. He promised all that. That's going to be all good. He's going to fix everything. So, I mean, it's not going to take 1, 2, 3 to fix everything. It's going to take a little time for him to fix.
Yeah, it's going to take time. What about you, Danny? What do you think?
Well, it can be worse than what this knucklehead did for 4 years. I mean, he's still alive. I don't even know when the hell he is. But, we had Grandpa Joe doing all kinds of shit, and he's still doing it.
Yeah,
so,
he's still doing it. Here's what I'm afraid of, guys. And I guess they said something about, I've been hearing it on different social media posts, that I just hope, and I pray to God, ladies and gentlemen, that they don't, whatever's going on right now, I pray to God that they don't have no pandemic hit before January 20th or any 9/11 crisis hit.
That's what I heard. Yeah,
that's what I heard too. That something's going to happen to make his election or make his first as he takes over the job. That's going to be.
I hope not.
A little scary.
So this time around, everybody knows what's going on. Everybody can tell him to go F off because we know last time. This time is a shit again, and we can tell them to go screw themselves because they're a bunch of idiots. Basically.
Yeah, I agree with you. Jerry, what were you saying?
They're already saying that in the hospitals are already starting to wear masks and stuff like that. Like, there's like 3 strains going on out there, and some of them are pretty nasty. They take a while to get out of. Some
oh boy, it's the flu.
I got my chicken soup going with my cayenne pepper, and I feel good.
You get the Italian penicillin. It's called pastina.
There you go. That's good. The penicillin.
There you go.
Yeah, and that was something that was going to be one of the questions. That's one of the first questions we're going to hit right now. The CDC right now with this norovirus outbreak. It's called the flu. And this one, okay. Now I know that the pandemic back, unfortunately, killed people. We know that. We know a lot of people died on that last pandemic. It was horrible. I think right now what's going on with these flus and stuff that's happening now, these viruses, I don't hear of anybody dying yet. Have you ever heard of anything going on, of anybody dying or anything? I just know that we know there's that type of year, and we know this new stomach. There's a lot of people have the stomach and the aches and the throwing up and stuff like that. I don't know. Do you guys trust the CDC anymore?
Nah.
Well, the COVID, when the COVID hit in 2019, I mean, people that were dying, I believe that these people that died were already sick. So once they caught the COVID, I believe it just got them to that point that they couldn't save their lives because they had cancer or maybe they had a heart problem. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that's what it was.
So you're thinking a lot of people already had preconditions is why the COVID just made it worse.
That's it.
What do you think, Jerry? What do you think, Jerry, on that?
Oh, we're all time bombs. We can, go at any time. I think what it did is it induced a lot more problems than they should have had, like in the next 20 years. Like my mom, all of a sudden, I drove her to get a blood work done. I'm like, what are we doing at a cancer center? And she got jabbed a few times. Ends up being now she ain't got enough oxygen in her blood.
Wow.
And so now she's on the COPD machine, like my Mama D was.
Yeah.
So I mean, these are things that she was fine with, and now she's going through this kind of stuff. It affected everybody differently. I mean, my uncle dropped after the second shot 2 weeks later, a heart attack.
Oh, really?
He was in perfect health. I mean,
Danny, what's your take on it all?
I think that the shot they gave everybody had something in there because a lot of people got heart problems. They got issues. Not everybody's not the same after the shot. And I mean, I think I had a lot of people that I know died from it. And it's only because they were okay. Then they took the shot, and now all of a sudden they got a problem. Oh, I got a
well, you know what? Like I said, none of us are doctors. This is just our opinion, and we know that for people that are watching. We know that things did change with people, even though that there were some people they're not even that old, and this stuff was happening to them. So I don't know. And guys, we will never know the whole thing about the whole pandemic. We will never know anything about 9/11. Basically, we won't know anything about the Kennedy assassination. I don't think we'll know anything about the Epstein's list. I don't think we'll know anything about P. Diddy's list. I believe that if that stuff was to come out, America would be so shocked and realize what this government is doing, or the government in the past has been doing all these years. I don't think the American people right now would be able to handle that all coming out at one time.
Here's what
here's the catch.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go
ahead, Dan. You got
here's what I think. I think that since Trump came out and was a president, 8 years ago, and when he came the first time, I think what Trump did is to educated everybody on what's going on with the government. Really, what happened was it was a shocker. Because when was the last time that anybody cared about freaking the politicians? Nobody did. Now all of a sudden everybody's into it. You know why? Because now we're like, what the shit? Look what the hell's going on. Everybody is opening their eyes. If it's good or bad, we know everything.
But guys, go ahead, I agree with you 100%. But see, social media just started becoming strong within the last 8, 9 years, 10 years, where people are really paying attention. Meanwhile, news, you see what happened with the news, how they're playing with the Democrats and they're sponging Trump. This was all shielded from us. It wasn't exposed until social media came out, and everything is out there now. And now people have their eyes wide open.
And like I said, we're not doctors. And this is, Boyd, you're right. This is speculation and opinions. You're absolutely right. But you know what? To be totally honest with you, there's a lot more people going opinions that I talk to. And remember, guys, I don't know about some of the people that are watching the show right now or listening to the show. I'm out every night of the week. Most of the band is too. We're out in different places, in different states. We're talking to people all the time, and we're hearing the same story from everybody every night. Older people, younger people, Americans, minorities, people from other countries that we bump into and we meet, and they're all basically saying the same thing. I mean, they got different versions of stuff, but when it all boils down to, they're all saying is the exact same thing. David from Florida, how you doing? Richard Hamlin, want to say hi. Sandra Argento, hello, Boyd, my friend. How are you doing? Jeanette, just want to say hello to people we didn't say hello. Pina is watching. There's Carol Brandolino. Thank you, Carol. There's Patrice. All right, so I'm just, Louis Pipes is in the house. Jill from Indiana. All right, good. Just to say hello to some people that just joined us when we first started the show today. Danny Mazzi's in the house. How you doing, guys? So that's what we're going to skip all that. The question, like I was saying, is the CDC. I don't know. It's very interesting. And we don't know. Like I said, we're not doctors. We don't know, but we're just hearing a lot of the same story from a lot of different people from all parts of life, which is interesting. All right, guys, how about another quick sponsor real fast? A brand new one, baby. We want to thank and welcome our good friends from Imperialux. Imperialux. What is Imperialux? Imagine putting your money to work for you. Becoming your own bank, making your dream or retirement reality with guaranteed lifetime income. Wendy Thompson and Craig Coughlin will help you create personal pensions, grow your wealth, secure your legacy. It's never too late to start. Take charge of your financial future today. Give Wendy and Craig a call at 630-890-1213, and they will help you up with Imperialux. Becoming your own bank. Guys, just give them a call. You got nothing to lose. You got a great company and some way to guys to help save you guys some money and put some money away so you guys can become your own bank. This is Ocean Spit with Main Event Band in the house. January 6th is the official day to take down the Christmas tree. First of all, did you guys all have Christmas trees up?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you?
I had a lit one that's only 3 feet high. I just unplugged it.
So you're not really into Christmas. So you're not really Christian. You're not a Catholic. You don't like putting the tree up or what?
Oh, wait a second. I put lights on the bushes and I got
I'm not talking about lights. I'm talking about the Christmas tree with the angel. The Christmas tree.
Oh, I'm with you.
The tree.
So, January, we're supposed to take the tree down.
I took mine down. I took mine down Saturday.
Yeah, we took it down right away too. Yeah, So, officially, that's the day that we're supposed to take down the Christmas tree. I see a lot of people with a lot of people still have Christmas lights up in there and outside, and people are probably waiting till it gets a little warmer before it happens today. All right, a couple other small things. Coca-Cola is bringing back the lime flavored Coca-Cola after 8 years. First of all, I never thought it was off. I thought it was always there. I'm not a Coke drinker or a soda. I don't drink pop at all. But I never knew that. So it's coming back after 18 years if you're into Coca-Cola. Another question, guys, here. The Bible app. There's an app, of course, on your phone and right now. Anyway, the Bible app reaches 7 million. Wow. Yeah, I just want to make sure.
Bible app. We need one of those.
Oh, they got a new app now, and people are getting into it. They're following more. It seems like more people are talking about God. They're more talking about on sports.
Yeah.
I see it on television. I see musicians. I see everybody now. It's kind of funny that now, when all the shit's going to bad, all of a sudden everybody starts talking about God again. And that the regime that we just had wanted nothing to do with anything to do with God. I know they just wanted to stop the Pledge of Allegiance. They wanted to stop all this national anthem stuff. They want to take schools, the Pledge of Allegiance away from schools. They want to take the word God off our currency. A lot of people
I think that's going to happen. That's never going to happen. I don't think so.
I hope it doesn't.
That's a communist crew that was doing that. They're communists.
I don't know who wanted to do that, but yeah, it's kind of crazy. Frankie said, another singer in the house. How you doing, Mary Margaret? Ocean Spit, little show about things with the Main Event Band. Now go ahead, Danny. What'd you say?
They could take the Pope too, That
the what?
When the Democrats, they could take the Pope too. They could take him off the man.
They could take the Pope out too. Yeah, I agree with you.
The Pope is correct.
Now, I don't know.
Pick it up.
There's another topic. I don't know. We're not really into country. At least I'm not. I don't know if you guys are. But I'm trying to say is that there was a lot of modern country artists or the old country artists. Alan Jackson they had. a couple people coming out, Dolly Parton, Willie Nelson, people coming out and saying that the new country music is not country. It's a disgrace. I don't know. I don't follow the new stuff, so I couldn't tell you. I do love the old stuff. Do you guys know? Do you guys follow any of that music? Do you believe that? Do you think that? I don't care for any of the country new stuff.
Do.
Go ahead, Jerry. What do you think?
I do.
Yeah.
So this is what happened. You don't have classic rock no more. You either got metal or alternative. You don't have a CHR format no more, which is contemporary hits radio. It's rock.
There's no good.
So what they did.
That's correct.
So what they did is make CHR/country. Now all of a sudden you have all the rappers, they became country because that's the most exposure format out there because there is no contemporary hit radio format. And now they're jumping in on the school of all the rock too.
There's no more good
we all
music.
had our own categories. Now they're merging.
Well, yeah.
Go ahead, Tom.
There you go. It ain't country unless it has a fiddle and a steel guitar. Well, that's old country. That's
That's old country,
that stuff, Richard. Good point. Good point. Here's some other things, folks. I don't know if you ever watched Today's Show, but Hoda is stepping down today from the Today Show. I don't watch the Today Show. I know it's on the air because my wife watches it. My family, I think my sister-in-law Natalie watches it too. But I never had a problem with them too. I just don't care for that show or those morning shows. But she's stepping down after a lot of years. So congratulations to her in the retirement. Spirit Airlines. Did you guys ever fly on Spirit Airlines?
A couple of times.
Once. That was it.
The airlines right now is worth less than the entire executive pay. $18 million is what the airlines is worth. The executive pay is, the airlines is worth $12 million supposedly, and the executive payment of the guys in charge are making $18 million. It's just a wreck, and nobody should be flying Spirit. I mean, I heard everybody that was on it took a lot of problems with that airlines.
Yeah.
Someone needed a write-off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Everybody's saying once. There you go. George Strait, Frankie. I love George Strait because he's country. I love George Strait. Here's a guy who's got four. He's got like 4 different best of volume 4 of greatest hits. Not too many guys can do that. Barry Manilow, Elton John, Billy Joel. There's certain guys, and George Strait is one of them. So I do like George Strait on that. Here's something with these sports right now. ESPN always talking about. Look, how about the NCC? They win 41-25, 3 championships, 72-3 in their last 5 years. They've been to the state championships 5 times, and all they talk about is this lousy piece of shit Chicago Bears beating the Green Bay Packers, who are 5-12. 5. Oh, it's our Super Bowl. Oh, we're undefeated going into. Take your Bears right here and shove it up your ass, because while your Bears,
they're going to change that code.
Now, Jerry and the Bear fans are sitting on their couch this Sunday. Green Bay will beat the Atlanta Falcons and go to the next round after that.
Oh, wait a minute. Green Bay is not playing the Atlanta
They're
Falcons.
playing Atlanta.
They're playing the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, they're still going to beat the Eagles. And your Bears beat a second-string team. Second-string team.
Wait a minute.
Right or wrong? Was their starting quarterback playing for the Green Bay Packers? Was their starting quarterback playing for the Green Bay Packers?
They were. They got knocked out.
Love wasn't starting in there. Love didn't start the game.
Oh, yes, he did.
He started the whole game?
You were drinking too much at that bar.
No, wait a minute. He wasn't there. He wasn't there in the very beginning. They bought him. I thought they bought him in at the end.
Knocked out.
They bought him in at the end.
No.
Well, anyway,
they were trying to bring him in at the end. Which
had Pete Carroll on third. So let me tell you something. So after they won this game, is it still a great season to you, Jerry?
No, not really. It was, you know what it was? It was exactly that the Bears haven't beat Green Bay in 10 visits, even though they got close on a couple
2018.
times. But it's a kind of a, it's just a win-win for the Bears that they beat the Packers, and Lovie Smith was there. That was his goal. Let's beat the Packers.
You're right.
Now they got more worries. Minnesota and Detroit are stronger
than ever.
Green
Pete
Bay.
Carroll is
Well-
interviewing with the Bears on Thursday. I like Pete Carroll, formerly from Seattle. Here's my only concern about if you bring in a John Gruden or you bring in a Pete Carroll. The Bears will not let these head coaches take full reign. They won't.
Oh, definitely. Mike McCarthy, he wants
Yeah.
rain. Pete Carroll's too old to be with a guy who's a rookie quarterback. He's 73.
Well, they're interviewing
I
him on
think
Thursday.
Vrabel
If
would be a
they
good
thought that mentality, they wouldn't be interviewing him. And his interview is this Thursday. So if they didn't care,
I think they're going after Johnson from Detroit.
if they can pay him, if they'll pay him,
That's
that's
what I
the
think.
question. The Bears are probably the cheapest franchise in all of sports. Let's pay some money. There's Jeff Hunt from Seventh Heaven. Jeff, how you doing? Richard, Jeanette, Felisa, Tony,
Jeff?
Todd. There you guys. This is our good friends. This is the main event band. So we were talking about that. It's nice that I wish they would push some of these other sports. Like I said, the NCC, they look at that score. Nobody even hears about it unless you follow it. But all they cared about was the Bears. Hey, I'm happy for that the Bears fans, at least. The Bears fans finally got a win. That's what I was happy for, not for the team, because they look like they don't really give a shit, to be honest with you. The best of the best will rise above musically. There are only so much room at the top, and we're at a full time at this time. I like that, Boyd. Good response. I like Detroit, too. I like Buffalo. I hope Buffalo takes and speaking of sports, you guys heard about Cincinnati Bengals right now putting a lawsuit, not a lawsuit, against the Kansas City Chiefs, saying that they purposely kept all their players off and purposely lost that game so they can get through Denver to get to another team. Now, you know what? They didn't play anybody, and they got bombarded. Kansas City. It was so bad. And even ABC or CBS left that game and moved to a different game because they didn't want for everybody to see Kansas City get destroyed. Do you think it's fair for a team to do that, Jerry? Let's start with you.
Oh, hell yeah. You want them for the playoffs. What do you need them to get knocked out, to get hurt in the last game of the season, then they're not there for the playoffs? I'm playing these guys a lot of money, and there's a lot of money on the line.
Well, basketball, you can get in trouble for doing that. In basketball, you can get in trouble for – they didn't have any starters playing.
Well, NFL doesn't have a ruling like that.
Yeah, well,
so
now
but
watch them change that now, because now 2 or 3 teams have already bitched about it. And, of course, it's the Kansas City Chiefs, which is owned by the NFL probably. They want them to win. They're going to rig whatever they can to get the Chiefs back into the Super Bowl. You know that. It's almost like they did with the New England Patriots. It's Patrick Mahomes and Taylor Swift. That's what they want to see on the Super Bowl.
This is my concern. Okay, so the Chiefs got a bye. The starters didn't play the last week of the season. The starters are going to take a bye. Now you're going 3 weeks without playing. Guess what? Now you deserve to lose.
Big, great idea, James. Because remember, I think Green Bay did that one year. Remember, I think they sat down for 3 weeks. They came back and they lost in the first playoff game, whatever it was. Yeah,
wild card round.
Good point. Denzel Washington. I don't know if you guys like Denzel. I love him as an actor. He's the very first most nominated African American actor in the Golden Globe history. So congratulations to Denzel Washington.
Great actor. Yes.
Speaking of sports, guys, how much do you think? Well, you guys might look after I ask you the question. But speaking of sports, water boys or water girls in the NFL, $3,312.50 a week they make for being water boys.
Water boy.
Yeah,
we're in the wrong business.
You know what? But that's got to be preseason. I'm thinking, right? Plus preseason, plus the actual 18 weeks, plus the playoffs, plus the wild card, plus the Super Bowl. So I wonder how many weeks. Jerry? How many weeks 18, you think that is?
22.
Jerry's good with that.
Let's say you got 18 games, 3 preseasons. That's 21, and 4 games for the playoffs. That's 25. That's what, 75,000? 75,000 those guys made for the year just doing that.
Okay, now wait a minute. Did you include the wild card? The wild card is in there too, besides the playoffs.
All the way to the Super Bowl. 75,000 for that crew. The last 2 crews will be out there.
I mean, you think about it, 75,000 for those 8 weeks, and you get another job. I mean, that's a pretty good living. if you're,
Yeah.
that's not too bad.
What's a yard marker, guys?
Pardon
That's real good. Yeah.
We have anything? We have anything about the yard
No,
marker
no.
guys for the
We
first
should-
down?
we
Those
should,
two guys that run,
You know
run
what?
the
We'll have to
chains?
figure that out too. Good one, James, Jerry, on that. Guys, the Chicago Bears did retire Mike Ditka's jersey, 89. Guys, he's the first and only guy to win a championship with a player and as coach. Coach Mike Ditka, Chicago Bears, 85. That was the day we're good. Also, our prayers go out to Roz Varon, of course, of ABC. She lost her daughter. Her daughter passed away. Sarah Beth. I met Roz a few times years ago, and our prayers go out to Roz Varon's daughter.
Died.
Pardon me?
How did the girl
I don't know how she died. Don't know how she died.
I think she had cancer.
There you go.
Yeah, she had cancer.
There you go. there's Mikey Barcaleri, Good Clean Fun. Are
Mike?
you ready with Taylor Swift experience? Did I just turn on the Brady Bunch or is this Hollywood Squares? Good one there, Mikey. I hope you're doing well.
Oh, Weisenheimer, we got.
Funny guy. Hey, you funny guy.
He's a funny guy. All right. Also, another thing about the Bears, congratulations to Tony Taylor.
This is the
Tony
Bert
Taylor.
Griffin show.
Congratulations to Tony Taylor, Chicago Bears, or Tory Taylor. Rookie punter beats the franchise record, 41.6 yards net and gross 47.7 yards punting. Tory Taylor. What about the Bears? It's interesting. Even Caleb Williams, he broke a lot of records for being a rookie quarterback at the age of 24 years old. I think he could be the future for the Bears if he learns how to let go of the ball. But I also believe that he has to get some protection. And I don't know if you guys follow the Bears. I know Jerry does. I know you guys do. But the question
I don't
is,
follow the sports that much. Yeah.
why, for a team that's Chicago, one of the greatest cities in the world, why do they never spend money on an offensive line and only on defense every year for the Chicago Bears? And why are they so cheap?
It's about the money.
Yeah, but everybody's got it. Jerry, what's your take on it?
What I don't get it, you drafted 2 first-round quarterbacks, and they've drafted other first or second-round quarterbacks, but, you got to have an offensive line before you draft these guys. It's a waste of money if you drafting these guys and you ain't got the protection. And let's face it, there's a very defunct coaching staff. If you watch the Notre Dame game in New Orleans, my God, they were so well coached. It wasn't even fun.
That's something that they have not.
This team is not well coached. Their time.
That's something that they don't spend too money on. Oprah Winfrey has I'm sorry, what, Dane?
We need cheerleaders. Forget about the bullshit.
We got to bring back the cheerleaders. There you go. Yes, we got to bring back the cheerleaders. Good point. Oprah Winfrey stopped her podcast supposedly, and she's leaving the country January 20th. What do you think about all these celebrities that are supposed to leave the country now that President Trump is the president of the United States?
They never left.
The Terminator.
Well, they got no options now. Their houses are burning.
Airport, please.
I don't think they're going anywhere.
I'm waiting for Cher to crash her car into a building. I'm waiting for Rob Reiner to set himself on fire. I'm waiting for Bono to shoot himself in the head. There are people that said this stuff was supposed to happen. And of course,
it never happened.
Never happened.
And I think a lot of them are leaving the country because not only maybe some, or look, I believe some of these millionaires and these actors already have homes in other places besides the United States. So it's not like they're moving from the United States on purposely. I think they're doing it. Go ahead, Danny.
Tony, they're going to move to Canada, and now Canada is going to become America. So
that's really going to piss everybody off. Yeah. So Oprah said she's leaving. Also, speaking of the prayers, we want to say prayers to everybody in Los Angeles and California. The Palestine fire right now. Arizona winds are out of control. 30,000 people were evacuated from their homes. Our prayers go out to California and Los Angeles. Well, You know, I don't know, man. They always seem like they have problems with there, especially out there when it comes to fires. Almost like Florida, your house, you're going to lose your house every summer or every season with the floods. Or it's just, I don't know. This world is getting really, really crazy right now. Todd, how are you doing? Yeah.
Well, what's really scary that the interstates are just jammed and they're just leaving their cars there and abandoning their cars. They need bulldozers. So, all the emergency care comes through. They're bulldozing these cars off to the side. It's like watching a movie.
It's scary, guys. It really is. Tomorrow we have Laura Ocean returning with us, folks. Don't forget, we got a busy week coming up. Tomorrow on Thursday, me and Jerry James will be at Osteria Capri in Downers Grove. That's a 6 o'clock hit. Friday will be at the Impact Fuel Room with Ocean's Rat Pack, 10 seats, and that show is sold out in Libertyville. And Saturday will be at Big Sammy's in Plainfield. We're setting up in front of the building. That's going to be an 8 o'clock hit this Saturday. Other stuff coming up, the 15th will be at Bugsy's, probably one of the last shows at Bugsy's. From what I'm here talking to Ryan, looks like he'll be closing up the place before the end of the month, which is sad. I wish a lot of great success for Ryan over there at Bugsy's. 17th will be at Are We Live. The 30th at Positano's, me and Jerry Jams. And the 27th of February will be Ocean's Rat Pack will be at Club Arcada Speakeasy. It's a Wednesday night show. They just put the tickets on sale this morning. On the 14th February 14th will be at 115 Bourbon Street, Marion Park. It's beautiful, this place. It's huge. On the 17th, we'll be at the Tap House Grill. According to Danny Nozak, 8 seats, and that place is sold out. Tap House Grill on the 17th, homeless concert. Yours truly, Double T, Tony Toto, John Vincent, Stephanie Lemonberger. Lulu is going to be joining us. I think Pipes might be joining us. Frankie, Felix Creek, a lot of singers coming. But according to Danny Nozak this morning, there's about 10 seats left, and that bar will be completely packed on the 17th. Ocean's Rat Pack on the 22nd will be at Pier 290 in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. All right, we got more questions. We got some funny questions coming up soon, right after our next sponsor, our good friends Jack Vena Landscaping. My good friend, the great Tommy, and his great company called Jack Vena Landscaping. They offer monthly maintenance programs, bush trimming, spring, fall cleanup, bed mulching, fertilizing, weed control. They offer plant design service, installation, gutter cleanup, servicing the North Shore for 44 years. Call my buddy Tommy at 847-432-5266. That's Jack Vena Landscaping. Buy local, shop local. We have the main event with us, Danny Ramondi, Tony Toto, and Jumpin' Jerry Jams here with us for the full hour of having some fun and questions. And there's Cindy, there's Joey, Joey Spins and Cindy Spins in the house. Ellie Weinhardt, Karen.
What's up, guys?
How you doing? There's Kathy Apolito, Joe back from Palm Springs. The winds were crazy. No water in the hydrants. Yeah, that's got to be horrible too.
That's terrible.
It's got to be really, really bad. Tony 17 at Gigi's. Yes, we will be at Are We Live on the 17th, Erica. Yes, we will be there. Let's go to headlines. As Don Adams, hello, Chief. Missed it by that much. Yes. Anyway, let's get to some headlines. Interesting stuff. Blending pineapple and cucumbers create a juice that will detoxify the colon and remove excess waste from the intestines. So I believe in that stuff. You know, people go to the doctor all the time to get medicine. There's a lot of stuff that people can make, right, to make you feel better. And you were talking about the Italian penicillin, and they have the the Amish penicillin that I mentioned yesterday. You know, it's amazing that the government doesn't want us to know any of this stuff that's out there. The Native Americans have had this stuff, these cures for years and years and years.
Yes.
So the question is, guys, is it obviously it's money?
It's about money. It's about money. I mean, if you think about it, there's a lot of cures in Europe, and they will not let it come to the United States.
Yeah, well, there you go. Big pharma. Ching Ching is right. Karen Saunders said, Karen says, rumor has it that a lot of the stars are leaving the country, not so much because of Trump, but because they're on the P. Diddy list or the Epstein's list. Yeah, that's another thing, Karen. I truly believe it's a little bit of both. There's Barbara. How are you doing? Roseanne Zaccaro, what's up? Greek penicillin, foot in your ass. There you go. That works. That works. That works. All right. Finally, Joe Biden, President Joe Biden, for what? Has he got another week or two? Finally, in 4 years, Joe Biden does something good. Only took that long to do something. Congratulations to public service workers and teachers who collect a pension and work a second job paying into Social Security will now receive the full Social Security benefits. Is this a big deal?
Why did he wait so long? Why did he wait so long for that?
Nancy says, as a teacher, you also worked many years in the private sector collecting Social Security. This is a big deal, and I'm very happy. And then Tom says, if you live long enough to collect on it. So why you think, Danny Jerry, why you think he's doing it now? And is it a good deal?
He's just doing a lot of stuff off the top of his head. I heard he's going to be a Trump.
That's because he thought he. That's because he thought. No, he's going to beat her because he thinks he won the election.
No, yeah, he thinks he's going to be sworn in again.
One man says you can thank Michael McCauley said you can thank Uncle Ronnie Reagan for pushing this thing for the first time. There were quite a few presidents in between that tried to do this bill. So we'll see. There's some people that are happy. And some people, who knows? I don't care if the bird flu joins forces with HIV, monkeypox, COVID, and become the Marvel comic supervirus. I will never take another vaccine shot again.
That's right.
This is from John Perry.
Never.
I never took one. I'm happy to say I did not.
I never did either.
Guys, you're out there. The people, there is a flu shot out there. I haven't took a flu shot in I don't know how many years.
Me too, never.
Tell me, are you guys taking flu shots? Are you guys taking vaccine shots? Are you taking any shots besides the shot in my glass right now?
That's the one.
That's the only one that works.
Alcohol. I never take shots.
And music. Alcohol and music is the cure.
Music is the cure, yeah.
Of course, we all skip that question. All right. The greatest prisons people live in fear of what other people think. Now, that's pretty. If you think about it, nobody really wants to say that out loud. But we, sometimes wonder, what do they think about my playing, or what do they think about the show, or what do they think? I don't know. Some people say just forget about it. Who cares? What's your feeling on it? Let's go with Double T. Tony, what's your feeling on that?
I don't know. People are strange,
There's one word that I'm going to use right now that probably most of us know. I think Jerry knows it too, but I know Danny and Toto will know. When I say the word geloso.
That's the thing about jealousy is number one, that people just are too jealous. And I mean, they don't need to be that way. I mean, come on, let's keep it going. Let's do the stuff that we need to do and be happy. That's it.
I agree. Breaking news, J.D. Vance, the Trump administration is looking to roll out a national voter ID law requiring ID to vote in all 50 states in every election. I think that should have happened, right?
Should have been like that from the start.
That should have happened a long time ago.
Like a driver's license, you
Correct.
should have a voter times.
Right. All right, I'm going to ask you guys some questions. There's two parts of these questions. One, this part of the show, and then in another couple of minutes, we'll ask you some other questions. I'm going to throw them at you. Just say yes or no. This is going to go to all three at once. Did you ever drive 100 miles an hour?
No.
Ridden in a helicopter?
No. Yes.
Zip lining?
No.
Went to an NFL game?
No.
NBA game?
No.
Have you been to Canada?
Yes.
I went to Canada, yes.
Have you gone to Mexico?
No.
Yes.
Mexico, no.
Have you gone to Jamaica?
Yes.
Jamaica.
Have you visited Florida?
Oh, yeah, Yaman.
Yes.
Have you ever eaten alone in a restaurant?
No.
Have you ever ridden a motorcycle?
Yeah.
Have
you ever ridden a horse?
No.
No.
Did you ever stay in
Yes.
a hospital?
Yeah.
Skiing. You ever been skiing? Snow
no,
skiing?
No.
Water
Nope.
skiing?
No.
No.
Disney World?
No.
Yes.
Mm.
Disneyland?
Yes.
Yes.
Driven a stick shift?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Always.
Driven in the back of a police car? Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Been on a cruise? Yes.
Yes.
Have you ever run out of gas?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
No.
Have
Yes.
you been on TV? Yes. Have you been to Alaska?
You
Yes.
still not. You run out
Yes.
of
Have you been
gas.
to Arizona? Yes. Have you been to New York? Yes. Have you been to
Yes.
California? Yes. Have you ever had stitches? I don't think. Yes, I've had stitches once when I was
Yes.
a kid.
Me too.
Interesting. All right.
Hello.
That's good. All right. Let's see. I'm just going to get some here before the next set of questions. Costco. I don't know if people go to Costco. Some people go for their bulk buying. Some go to save 2 cents on your gas and wait in line for an hour.
Oh, God.
But here it is. Costco is building apartments above its stores to address the affordable housing crisis starting
Oh.
early this year.
Okay.
Living above Costco, perks for the residents: free Costco membership, rooftop pool, fitness center, basketball courts, garden, courtyard, community center. That's gonna be kind of cool. They're gonna have a pharmacy. Would you
Wow.
live above Costco?
Hell no.
Hey,
Yeah.
no, I got to ask you, is it going to be senior living? Your mom and
Oh,
my
yeah.
mom will be there.
Good point. Good point. Good
My
point.
mom- yeah.
Again, prayers go out to at least 13 dead, 28 injured after a bus of tourists plunged down a 160-foot gorge. My God, what's going on with this country?
Jesus Christ.
It's just crazy. One last question before we get the big questions. Guys, is the customer always right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Oh, yeah.
Now, wait a minute. Let's be honest now. Always right for a restaurant or a customer let's say, is the customer or is the client always right?
Is that the same thing?
So that means if we're doing a show and we know it's not the right way to do this, but they insist on it, they're paying us, so they're right, and we got to do it. If
Exactly.
a customer bitches to
Right.
you after you Tony, if they come to you and they bitch about the way you fixed the car,
Yeah.
it's not
Mhm.
right? So are they
Yeah.
always right?
I mean, I had a lot of people, we fixing cars. We fixed the cars and did an oil change, and that's all we did is a tune-up and oil change. And they come back after 3-4 hours. Hey, I got a flat tire. You know what? I don't argue with them. I say that's fine. Come on in, and because they're always right, and you don't want no addicts with these people, because
No,
they'll
you don't,
just
they all talk and they go on Yelp and they'll just destroy
That's
your
it.
company. And destroy
Exactly.
you.
Yeah,
If
and
you're,
destroy the
Carol
company,
says
and
if
might
you're
as
the
well.
owner-
Might as well just fix the car and that's it.
Let's
Let
see.
it go.
Carol says if you're the owner of the business, yes. Roseanne says even if you're wrong in the restaurant business, yes, give them a refund,
Yes.
return your check, whatever they need.
Exactly.
Let's
Yes.
go to Danny Mazzi and Armando Supermarkets, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. And Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair for all your collision and auto repair needs. Go to crashchampions.com. And let's not forget my buddy Louis Pipes at Airtight Windows. If you're looking for windows and you want it done right, do it right with Airtight. Honesty, quality, dependability. Do it right with Airtight for servicing Chicagoland area for 35 years. Do it right with Airtight. Call Louis Pipes at 708-788-5000. Call Louis Pipes and he will take care of you for all your window and siding needs. We are coming we got about 5 minutes left and we got some more questions here. And this, I'm going to thank, real fast. Study reveals that husbands stress women twice as much as children do. 8 out of 5 out of 10 wives say our husbands stress us out more than our children do. All right. We'll have to save that question. Yeah,
I can't answer that.
Yeah, you can. Forget about it.
For tomorrow.
I don't have a wife, and I don't
Now,
have
here's the
kids.
big one,
Oh.
folks. Here's one I love because sometimes you got a circle of people, whether you hang out, and this is always something. A person who doesn't defend you while someone else slanders you is an enemy too.
That's a no.
Is an enemy too.
It's an enemy, okay?
Yeah. So sometimes in the circle of people,
Yes.
the person who does not defend you when you're not around, that means you're an enemy too.
Enemy too, yeah. Makes sense.
Very,
In some cases,
very
it's not.
much so.
In some cases, I understand.
Very
but in some
much so.
cases, it's-
Very much so.
You're
All right,
right.
we're going to go right now, ladies and gentlemen, to some questions for you guys. Here they are. Now they got to go quick. All right. Have you ever had a one-night stand?
No.
Yowza.
Have you ever had a celebrity crush?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever had sex on the first date?
Oh hell yeah.
What was your mom's or grandmother's weapon of choice when they were going to
The
throw
broom.
something at you as a kid?
Shoot. Shoot.
My mother had the branch or the whatchamacallit. Very good.
The broom.
Have you ever been arrested? Yes.
No. Yes.
Have you ever went skinny
No,
dipping?
not that bad. I got reprimanded. But I didn't get
Have you ever been skinny dipping? No.
No.
Have you? No. Okay. I've never been skinny dipping. Have you ever?
What's wrong with you
Okay,
guys?
where were you when you lost your? Okay, get in it. Where were you where you lost your virginity? Car, park, hotel.
On Thatcher by the ski shooting over by your
There you
mom's
go.
house.
Is that where you lost? You guys aren't answering questions. What are you afraid of? Where did you lose your virginity at?
Yeah, right.
Who
In
knows?
the car.
I
In the
just
car.
told you, aren't you
In the
listening?
car, okay. Well,
In the
being being the highest in
Okay.
order when you look at a woman, what do you look at? What's your favorite? Butt, boobs, smile, or personality?
But
Movie. Movie. Boobs.
Butt, I say butt.
I like
Butt, boobs, smile, or
I
personality?
like
You know,
Karen eyes.
personality is for me.
Okay. I say butt. What about you guys?
I say but.
Butt. Jerry, what about you?
I like it the legs.
Okay,
It goes up to
all
the
right,
butt.
okay,
That's
that
second
works.
choice.
Can you tell if you got good legs? If you've got if you got clothes on, yeah, you can tell. Absolutely. If you could pick any other profession besides your own, Tony Toto, what would it be?
Professions? God.
Any other profession besides the one you have right now?
Right. Professional musician, singer.
Okay.
Plumber.
Danny, what
Yeah.
about you? Any other profession that you'd like to do?
I would have been an actor.
An actor. Jerry, what about you?
I should have been a weatherman because I love
Okay.
weather.
Yeah, you're good with that
does
stuff.
something to me. I should have been.
All right,
a weatherman.
You're
Tony
good with that
Toto, what
stuff.
is your best feature? In your opinion, what is your best feature?
Oh boy. It's
Hair.
Danny,
best
remind me,
feat-
what is your best
my
feature?
my best features. Yeah, dressing up.
What is it?
Dressing features
Okay.
of dressing up. Yeah.
What about yours? What's your best feature, Danny?
I said the same. I like to dress up, you know.
Yeah. Dressing up.
Okay,
Yeah.
what about you, James?
Best feature: treating people like how I want to
Okay.
be treated.
Number 11. What would you change about yourself if you could? Double T.
Changing myself if I could.
Danny,
I would.
come on, what can you change about yourself if you could?
I don't know. It's a hard question.
There's
That's a hard
nothing you'd
question.
want to change. I mean, you're all perfect. Really? Okay.
I'm not
So,
saying that.
what I
What
want to
change?
change about myself, probably being a little bit
know.
more positive in life. I wish
Well,
I
yeah,
could be
that's
positive in life. That would be one thing I wish I could change.
well. That would
I have
be
the positivity.
positive. Yeah, it would be positive. Yeah, I would think positive.
I have the positivity. What I have is.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
too
that's the
naive,
thing,
I
too,
believe,
yeah.
So
I'm a
you wish you
people
weren't that
BS.
naive. Okay. All right.
I'm too
And
gullible.
the last question, guys, because we're at 1
When was
o'clock.
I
The last
that
question.
I'm too
Worst
nice,
thing
I
you
know.
ever got. Worst thing you ever got in trouble with as a kid. Let's go to Double T. Worst thing.
The worst-
What did you
The
do?
worst thing I got in trouble is that I broken glasses when I was playing baseball in the yard.
That was it. Okay,
That's
Danny.
it,
What about
yeah.
you?
Oh,
Coming home late
Yeah.
after going out
Coming home late. Oh, you guys,
Coming out late. No,
no,
that's
5 o'clock.
Jerry,
20.
worst thing you ever got in trouble with as a kid.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, being Italian, we had to be home when the street lights went
You
on.
mean to tell me that you
Well,
three
I
guys,
get home.
that's all that's ever happened, you guys as kids?
yeah. We never know. We never. Yeah,
I was in
I was
jail,
a good boy.
the house in Elmwood Park.
I was a good boy. I was a good boy.
The house. I got everything you can imagine happened to me.
I was a good boy. I don't know.
You were a good.
I wasn't done
I
yet.
remember just
I
breaking glass.
got caught coming back in through the window at midnight because I stepped in the laundry tub and it
You
was
were full of water. There you go.
They busted
Oh,
me
you
coming
guys
in.
are
I
good.
stuck
You
out the
guys are
window.
good, folks. Unfortunately, we're coming to the end of the hour, and I want to thank you guys for being on. But before that, it's birthdays for January 8th. Diane Keaton of The Godfather, 79 years old. Marilyn
Oh.
Manson celebrating a birthday.
Daisy Dukes.
Tiffany, we just seen her at the Josie Awards, 52 years old. Dalby Coleman, actor, passed away. Bobby Hall, former Chicago Blackhawk, celebrating. My favorite literature artist, the great Sherlock Holmes, would have been 171 years old. Obviously not a real person, but 700. George Reeves, the original Superman, celebrating a birthday. Our friend Marsha, wherever you are, great seeing you on New Year's Eve. Happy birthday. Danny Thomas, the man from St. Jude's, celebrating a birthday. Kenny Loggins, I'm all right.
All right.
All right.
77 years old.
No one has to worry
Nicolas
about
Cage,
me.
celebrating a birthday. Sammy
good.
Hagar, Can't Drive 55, 77 years old. Daryl Hall from Hall & Oates, 78. Don Shula, former coach, right, of the Miami Dolphins. Yes.
Coach of the Dolphins.
Alan Napier, he was Alfred in Batman. David Jones, better known as David Bowie, celebrating birthday. And last but not least, would have been 90 years old, Elvis Aaron Presley is with us. I think there's Danny. Elvis would have been 90 years old if he was still alive today, folks.
Wow.
Guys, don't forget now this. I'm sorry, Gary, what?
Oh, he died the year I graduated high school. In fact, 2 days
wow.
after my birthday.
He would have been 90 if he was still alive. Guys, it is the end of the hour this Thursday. Tomorrow will be at Capri, Osteria Capri in Downers Grove. Me and Jerry Jams. It's a 6 o'clock hit. Friday, Oceans Rat Pack, the Impact Room, Fuel Room in Libertyville. 10 seats, and that show is sold out. 250 total, 10 seats right now. They're 240 as of this morning. And Big Sammy's in Plainfield. Me and Jerry, that will be there, folks. Guys, let's give it up for my good friend Danny Ramondi. Thank you, Danny, very much. My brother, give my friend best to your family. Double T, Tony Toto. We will see you tonight, guys. My good buddy Jerry Gams, Arenda, see you tonight. Anyway, guys, be careful. And let's give it up for our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy a local, shop a local. Norridge, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, Warrenville, Mesa, Arizona, and moving a brand new one in Elmwood Park coming in 2026. Download the Ace Rewards app. Either way, keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. You got a bunch of Ace Hardware stuff, new specials starting tomorrow. Ace is the place, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Guys, remember, buy local, shop local, support local establishments, support live entertainment. Be kind to everybody, folks. It's going to be tough going into January 20th. Now the new president, new regime. People don't like him, but here's what I say to the people that don't like him. Let's give him a shot. Let's see what he can do. Let him, whatever his mouth said, let's see what he can do before we attack. It's going to get better.
He proved it the first time.
Yeah, he did a great job the first time. I agree. But this time, ladies and gentlemen, this time he's got better people around him, I believe. I think, God willing, everything is going to get better. And remember, folks, if you have a problem with somebody, if you have a little beef, slush it, break it, because life is too short. Try to be, because it is, man. It's just life, because we don't know. One day we're here and one day we're not. And Ringo Starr says peace and love. Thank you guys so much. I'm glad you're in my circle. I love you guys. Love you all very much. God bless you. Have a great day. Tomorrow, Laura Ocean will be in the house. Bye-bye, everybody. Nick Hodges, take us out. Ocean's Pit live.
Thank you, Tony.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony.
Oh, that much. And 99? Yeah. All right. Anyway, guys, God bless. Have a great afternoon,
Good night.
everybody.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.